Hello, once again, listeners, and welcome to In the Library with
Tara.
And, as ever, I remain Adrian. How are you this week?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. For those of you just joining us, this is the week of July 10th-ish. This probably won't go up until July 11th, but
Wow.
I know.
Slacking.
That's how these things go. How was your week?
Good.
Do anything fun and exciting?
Well, I'm working on preschool yoga on Mondays, so I have 2 classes that I get to do that with, and I love it.
Preschool yoga.
We always turn nursery rhymes into yoga songs. So
That sounds like fun.
we did. What did we do? We did Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and a bunch of others.
I've never heard of a bunch of others. How does it go?
A bunch of others in the library.
You're going to want to work on that just a little bit, but I see where you're going.
We did like 4 different ones and I can't remember. We did Farmer in the Dell, which a lot of the kids don't know.
How did the farmer get into the computer, though?
Magic.
Okay.
Why was he in the computer? Oh, Dell computer. Haha.
I have jokes.
Good ones too. Now I had to look it up because I was like, that doesn't even really make, I've always known the song, but I don't know what a Dell is, so I had to look it up, and it's still a little odd.
Isn't it like a space between 2 hilly regions?
No, I don't know. I already forgot. The farmer and the Dell, the farmer and the Dell.
A dell is a small valley, usually among trees.
Yes, that.
Ooh.
Next week we're going to do the Hokey Pokey. I just created that one. It's going to be fun.
The difference between a dale and a dell is that a dale is technically a broad valley, whereas a dell is a small valley.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was a British singer.
Ha ha.
I really thought that's where you were going.
You're so funny.
I know.
Anyway, what is it we're here to discuss this week?
Audiobooks. Where do you listen to your audiobooks?
Audiobooks?
Audiobooks.
Well, typically I listen to my audiobooks in Hoopla, although I'm aware that you can also listen to them in Libby.
Mm-hmm. I actually find that when I'm doing an ebook, I typically go to Hoopla, and when I'm doing an audiobook, I go to Libby because I feel like, at least when I'm looking up materials, those are the ones that they have more variety in. So I usually go with Libby.
So if you're curious and or switching between media, follow Tara's advice and check out both.
Yeah.
See what you think.
Yeah.
This is the only time I will ever recommend you follow Tara's advice.
But it's okay because it's recorded. I'm going to cut that into a little bit, and I'm just going to play it whenever you get mad at me or you say I'm wrong.
So what have you been listening to this week?
I finished Inkspell, which is the second in the trilogy of Inkheart, which is a ridiculously long book. It's really good, don't get me wrong, but I do think it could have been cut down quite a bit. Also very surprised that that is in the junior section. I feel like it should be in the young adult. I feel like it's a little bit, the themes are a little advanced for junior.
For listeners looking for this item, Inkspell was originally published on September 13th of 2005 by author Cornelia Funke. It might be funky, but I think this is getting into an Arrested Development joke.
I've always said funk, but I think it is funke.
Have you ever seen Arrested Development?
No.
One of the characters' names is Funke. It's spelled the same way, and he pronounces it Funke, and everybody in the show calls it funky.
Funky. I would so go with funky. Yeah, so there are 3. There's Inkheart, Inkspell, and Ink Death. And this version was awesome because it was narrated by Brendan Fraser, who I love, and who also played the father in the movie adaptation when they made the first movie, which I'm really surprised that that wasn't a bigger thing, considering the different trilogies and children's stories that were made and how big they became. I really thought that if they would have done a better job with Inkheart, it could have been a global hit. I did watch the movie a long time ago, maybe a year or 2 ago, and I remember it being just okay, but I do love Brendan Fraser. But also I'm a little bit annoyed because now I got to get ready for the third book, and he does not narrate that one. He only narrates the second book. He doesn't narrate the first or the third.
That is a shame.
I know. I want to hear more Brendan Fraser.
Inkheart was a 2008 family fantasy film starring Eliza Bennett, Jessica Grist, Brendan Fraser, and Paul Bettany.
If you have not read the books, it's a cute film. I feel like it leaves much to be desired. Like there's so much that's missing from the books. And don't get me wrong, the books are really long. You could turn that into a couple movies or limited series. That's what you need for these. But yeah, it's not gonna be anyone's favorite. They did a good job. It's cute, but it leaves much to be desired. The movie.
I mean, that was kind of a criticism of a lot of adaptations. Like one of the biggest complaints against Harry Potter is that they had to cut a number of subplots and stuff.
Yes, but personally I feel like for the most part they did a good job with that. They cut what they had to in order to fit in the time frame. Whereas opposed to this, like, there was just a lot cut. There was just a lot missing. I thought they could have done a better job with that.
Fair enough.
Have you ever read the series?
I'm not even familiar with it. I'm learning about it for the first time.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have nothing against Brendan Fraser at all. I liked his early films. I just never came across this series and never heard of this movie before.
This series is actually a pretty well-known series. Actually, it might be because of Brendan Fraser that I first found out about it, though. I think I was looking up his movies, and that led me to the books.
So would you recommend our listeners to check out this series?
I would. If you have an avid reader at home, or if you like reading a little bit younger stories, it'll take you a while. Like I said, they're really thick books. But yeah, I was entertained. I think it should be in the young adult section because it does have talk about death, but it's awesome. So anyone who's not aware, I guess I should tell what Inkheart is. Brendan Fraser, when he reads a story out loud, things come out of the book. But every time something comes out of the book, something in your world has to go into the book. So he accidentally read his wife into the book and he could never get her out. And now, like 10 years later, his 12-year-old daughter has the same magic powers, but she's even stronger. So anytime she reads out loud.
So maybe just don't read aloud?
I would absolutely read out loud. That'd be awesome. But the first book is the first book, they bring things out of the book. The second book, they go into the book. And I don't know what the third one's about because I haven't gotten there yet.
Well, you'll have to read it and check back with us.
Okay. It's a thick book. It might take me a couple months. What about you?
I did a couple, actually.
Oh, overachiever.
I know. I tried. One that I just finished just because I'm going to bring this one up first, even though it's the second one I listened to, because it was also adapted into a film. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with Mickey 7?
Oh, yeah. And actually, I just discovered like an hour ago that it was a book because our coworker Jean is going to read it.
Yep. Mickey 7 is a black comedy sci-fi novel written by Edward Ashton. The audiobook is read by John Perilla. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And Catherine Chin. It is the story of a member of an interstellar expedition. They're going to colonize a new planet, and the crew manifest requires an expendable, which Mickey, hereby known as 1, Mickey volunteers to be the expendable to get off world. And they basically download his mind onto a brick, and every time he dies, they transfer his latest memories and upload him into a new body.
So is it still him, or is it a copy of him that thinks it's him?
That is one of the central issues. They discuss the ship of Theseus many, many times throughout the course of the novel.
But that's a weird concept, because if you have all the memories of somebody else and you believe you're somebody else, does that actually make you somebody else?
Well, and then it all comes everything sort of comes to a head when Mickey 8 gets brought to life while Mickey 7 is still alive.
Oh, you can be friends with yourself.
Yeah, which is strictly forbidden by the government that be. So he has to try and keep his identity secret, as he is now 2 people.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's going to like kill himself, like one's going after the other.
No, they agree not to kill each other.
That's good, because that would be trippy in a whole different way.
Although I did have some confusion because the book is Mickey 7, but the movie is Mickey 17.
Okay.
And I did watch the film because, I went in going, they're probably going to have a montage of him dying a whole lot more times. And sure enough, he dies a whole lot more times in the movie. Because I think just because they wanted to play with the joke of killing off Robert Pattinson a bunch of times.
I mean, as one does.
And I know I say this like every time. Mark Ruffalo was in this movie. And I did not remember Mark Ruffalo existed until I saw him in this movie. And I go, oh yeah, he's a guy.
I love Mark Ruffalo. How do you forget about him?
I don't know. Just every time I see him, I'm surprised that he's definitely a person.
He's in like one of the biggest franchises that's currently out there right now.
I know.
All right.
The thing is, like, I can't name a single film Mark Ruffalo has been in. I know he's been in a
13
bunch.
going on 30.
Yeah, see, I know.
Avengers.
He was. Yeah, he's the Hulk.
That's what I'm talking about. I just told you he's like in one of the biggest series. Which were you thinking?
I don't know. I just always forget he exists.
He's the Hulk right now.
The movie is okay.
I have not heard positive things about it.
It was okay. It's not as good as the book.
Is the book good?
You know, the book is better than I expected.
Okay.
I kind of went in with, it was recommended to me by Hoopla, and I'm not always a fan of Hoopla's suggestions, but I was like, for those of you that don't know, I'm currently judging an independent author contest, and I needed a
cleanse.
A palate cleanser. So I was expecting it to be just a very light fluff bit I could listen to and forget the book I was currently reading.
That's fair.
It was better than I expected, honestly. I do think the book is better, if only because the book is slightly more streamlined in the plot. There's a lot of unnecessary characterization changes and things in the movie, but it is what it is.
What's the other one you were listening to? Also, question though, where do you prefer to listen to audiobooks? Because some people think I'm crazy. I have to have noise all the time, so I love listening to audiobooks when I drive.
I listen to them when I drive and when I'm doing the most monotonous tasks in local history. That's...
Oh, I thought you were always listening to podcasts.
No, it's books.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Have you ever read Demon Copperhead?
No, but it was a really big one for a while.
Yep.
Might still be.
Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver.
Barbara.
It is an adaptation of David Copperfield as I believe he even refers to himself as a redneck from Virginia. But they take the whole orphan concept, and now he's from poor rural Virginia instead of...
Do you need to read David Copperfield before this to truly appreciate it?
I don't think so, but it does follow all of the same sort of plot beats. The one thing that it introduces that I don't remember in David Copperfield is an opioid addiction, but...
Could have been in there.
It could have been in there.
Just in the background.
You know. But it delves into some pretty heavy stuff as he's coming of age, and there's some very meta twists where he starts reading Charles Dickens, and they never call out David Copperfield as one of the books he's reading, but...
A little too on the nose.
Yeah, a little too on the nose.
So 1 out of 10. What do you score it?
Demon Copperhead, I don't know. I'd give it, I think, a 7.
That's not
bad. I liked it overall. I thought it was well written. I didn't care for some of the directions some of the plot elements went, but it is what it is. You know.
I wonder why it's such a big book right now. Because there were a lot of book clubs that were reading it this past year.
I think...
Is it the author? Who wrote it?
It could be the author. It could also be that it deals with a lot of very topical stuff right now. Growing up poor, opioid addictions, depression, things like that. So
see, that's not really the book. That's not the escape I want. I'm going to read a book.
You don't read stuff to be more depressed?
No, surprisingly, I don't.
Well,
character flaw. Sorry.
Frankly, that's a missed opportunity.
So I have been in the middle of an audiobook for 9 months now because I got so upset and I stopped. I had to stop it for a while, and I just restarted it 2 weeks ago, and I got through one chapter and I instantly was like, oh, I just want this to be done. And I feel bad saying it because people love this book.
What is it?
Firekeeper's Daughter.
I haven't read it.
So it was last year's Michigan read. So everybody in the state of Michigan was reading it. And I loved it for so much of the book. First of all, this book is very long. Like, I feel like if I was reading it, it actually would have gone quicker. But it kind of, in my opinion, jumped genres. Like, the tone of it and the way it starts is not where I'm at right now. And I didn't realize it was going to touch on a couple very hard subject matters. So something happened in the book that I won't spoil that really irritated me. And so now I'm like 88% way through the book and I just got to finish it, but it's taking a while.
You'll get there eventually.
I know.
We believe in you.
But I feel bad because I loved it so much when I started. And everybody like reading this book and telling me about how awesome it is. And I'm like, yeah.
I was looking at the previous ones because you mentioned Firekeeper's Daughter was a Michigan read. Mm-hmm. I was trying to see if I've read any of these. I've read The Marsh King's Daughter. Have you read that one?
I have not. I think they turned that into a movie.
I think they did too. I keep meaning, one on this list is Station 11. I keep meaning to read that one, but I keep finding something that pushes it back. Maybe I'll make it a point to read Station 11 before our next podcast.
Is that the TV show, the comedy with Hugh Laurie?
I don't think so. Station 11 is a post-apocalyptic novel set partially in Michigan about a massive worldwide pandemic.
No, this takes place in space.
Yeah.
They're like on a cruise in space and they get stuck up there.
Yeah.
What's that one called? Station 13? I don't know more.
You said Hugh Laurie? Mm-hmm. In space?
In space. Hugh Laurie in space.
Hugh Laurie in space. Avenue 5.
I wasn't even close.
Starring Hugh Laurie, Josh Gad, Zach Woods, and Rebecca Front.
We can cut this whole thing out, right?
No, we're going to leave that. We might actually open with that. And then
but Station makes more sense than Avenue. Don't you think?
Have you seen Avenue Q?
I love Avenue Q, but I made the mistake. I went to see it, oh gosh, when I was like 17, 18, and I took my parents, and that was not a show for me to go take my parents to.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine, no.
No, but the music is so good, though.
Rest in peace, Gary Coleman.
Yeah. If you're not familiar with Avenue Q, it's great. You should go watch it. It's a stage musical with puppets.
For our listeners who may not be in the aware, it is also considered reasonably offensive, so...
Yes. Do not tell... Just because there's puppets, do not tell your children to go watch it. You have Sesame Street, then the Muppets, and then Avenue Q.
And you can check out all of these things except probably Avenue Q in Libby and Hoopla through your local library.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
Is there anything else you want to discuss?
I'm about to start listening to my next audiobook, and I'm very excited about it.
Uh-oh.
I finally got off the wait list for I'm Glad My Mom's Dead, which sounds so bad. If you're not familiar, it's a Jeanette McCurdy autobiography.
If you happen to be out there listening, Miss Aldhouse, I don't think she means that.
Don't throw that out there. I love my mama. No, but so you're familiar with the book, right?
Yeah.
Have you read it?
No, I just know things about it.
Okay. I'm excited to read it. I'm curious. Anywho.
For those of you not in the aware, I'm Glad My Mom Died is a 2022 memoir by American author, director, and former actress Jeanette McCurdy, based on her one-woman show of the same name. The book is about her career as a child actress and her difficult relationship with her abusive mother who died in 2013.
And they're turning it into, I don't know if it's a show or a movie, but they're going to film it, and Jennifer Aniston's going to play the mom, which has a lot of mixed reviews because people don't want to see her in that type of role.
I can see that.
But I do love Jennifer Aniston.
You know what other book is getting turned into a movie with a reasonably well-known actress?
Who?
Verity is getting adapted,
I knew
starring
that.
Anne Hathaway.
And Dakota Johnson, I believe.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Dakota Johnson's going to play the lead, and Anne Hathaway's going to play Verity. And I know you're going to be the first one in line to go see that movie.
I actually had to look up who Jeanette McCurdy is because I...
She was on iCarly.
Sam and Cat.
Sam and Cat was not great. Personal opinion.
Oh, see, I was looking to see if I knew her from anything. I've seen Malcolm in the Middle, and she was a small part in Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, she really hasn't acted in years. I think she stopped after Sam and Cat.
It sounds like her experience in Hollywood may not have been the best, so...
You know, a lot of people who are on Nickelodeon say that. A couple issues there. Some interesting documentaries made about it.
It's interesting. In Malcolm in the Middle, she played two different characters. She played Daisy, and then in a later episode, she played Penelope.
Were they in different seasons?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No one's going to recognize this. I'll be honest, I didn't recognize the person.
That's fair. She wasn't in like a whole bunch. I know her because I was a fan of iCarly when I was growing up. And then my nieces love Sam and Cat. But yeah, very limited audience.
So, should we turn to events going on at your local library?
Okay. All right. Well, coming up at the Bedford branch, we're going to have a birthday jubilee for Harry Potter. This will be on Thursday, July 31st, which is his birthday. It'll take place at noon. Join us as we celebrate Harry Potter's 45th birthday with trivia, games, contests, and cake. Registration is required, and this is for all ages.
So old. I remember when he was just 11.
Don't we all?
The Bedford branch is pleased to present Murder Mystery Night, Mall Madness. This will be coming August 1st, 2025 from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Become a character in a world of intrigue and deception. Channel your inner detective and join fellow sleuths. Sleuths? Sleuths. I don't know.
Sleuths.
In unraveling a thrilling whodunit where everyone's a suspect. This is an immersive experience where you play a character and solve the mystery. Register online and then come in and pick up a character packet.
And who wrote this one?
Yes, I wrote this one. This one is an original creation, and we'll see how well or poorly it does.
I'm sure it'll do great. At the Bedford Branch Library, we have the Summer Music Series. We are thrilled to be back this year with lively music, delicious food trucks, yard games, and family fun. Coming up on June 16th, it'll be from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Jordan Barnett is going to be entertaining everybody, and the food of choice will be Mac and Loaf's Grill. Bring a long chair or blanket and get ready to relax with friends, spend time with family, and have some summer fun.
Color your world with a canvas painting, coming Tuesday, July 15th at 6 p.m. at the Bedford Branch Library. There is no further information about this event, so check it out.
You do have to register.
It doesn't say that.
It doesn't say it, but I set up the registration myself, so you do have to register ahead of time because supplies, man. Grand Adventures Book Club is happening at the Bedford Branch Library. This is a book club for grandparents and their grandkids. Join us for an intergenerational book club designed for elders and kids aged 5 to 10 years. You can bring your grandchild and come ready to share your favorite storytime rituals, discuss great books, and explore new activities to enjoy together. Please register online. The upcoming meeting will be July 16th at 2 p.m.
People always ask about they always talk about like grand adventures. What's your worst adventure?
That would be my family trip to Maine when I was a young knee-high to a grasshopper. Had many injuries on that trip. It's also why I hate whale watching. I almost broke my nose, and then I fell on a bike and sliced up my leg. It was fun times.
So I'm going to throw two out here. One would be my family went camping in Germany once.
That sounds fun.
Well, it rained the entire time.
Oh.
Like it never stopped raining. And we went to a theme park of sorts, and it was Slugmageddon. There were slugs on the surface of everything, just thousands of slugs.
Oh, it wasn't called that though. Like they weren't supposed to be there.
They weren't supposed to be there,
Okay.
but yeah, no, it was a nursery rhyme themed theme park, but there were slugs on everything. My other one I'll throw out is the time I went camping, and my friend assured me that they had all the supplies we needed, and when we got to the campsite, they had forgotten everything back at their apartment. We slept on rocks.
Do you have any grand adventures?
That's for next time. Friends of the Bedford Library are pleased to present Summer Backdoor Book Sale coming Saturday, July 12th, 2025 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Thousands of gently used fiction, nonfiction, and children's books, DVDs, CDs, and puzzles. Support your library. This will be held in conjunction with the Bedford Flower and Garden Club's Garden Tour.
Yeah. Coming up at the Bedford Branch Library is Yogi Bears. This is the first and third Sunday of the month. I have two classes. One's at 1:30 p.m., the other's at 2 p.m. It's for ages 5 to 11. It's pretty great. We do breathing, poses, music, relaxation, and more.
And more.
Last week, we were superheroes. We did superhero yoga. And next week, I think we might go on a safari. It's pretty fun. Highly recommend. Not just because I'm in charge.
Well, if you happen to like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that ring bell for notifications. If you're on Spotify,
give us a like and like the episode. Help us with the algorithm.
And this has been In the Library with
Tara
and Adrian.
Toodles!